Luxury car owners lose lakhs on insurance not because of premium but because of ignorance. I'm Ilayaraja, founder of Insuron. I have spent the last 5 years helping luxury car owners across BMW, Mercedes, Jaguar, Volvo, Porsche, Lamborghini to get clarity and a peace of mind. Today, I'm compressing everything I've learned into one clean, practical guide. Let's begin with the basics. When you buy a car insurance, you're hiring a team of soldiers with you who stand by your side during different times and difficult situations. To know how they work with each other, we must understand three parties involved. The car insurance, there are three parties. The first party is the car, second party is the owner, driver and unnamed passengers. Third is anybody outside this who's walking on the road, driving a car, riding a bike, and even property is called third party. These are the three parties involved in car insurance. And do you know what? Insuring your car is not mandatory in car insurance. That sounds weird, isn't it? But that is a fact. Insuring your car is not mandatory. What is mandatory is insuring the third party. Because if you hit someone and that person is injured or dies, the court will decide the compensation for him and you have to pay premium for that. That is called third party premium. Third party premium is very simple and straightforward because the regulator has fixed the premium based on your car's CC and age. That is about the third party. Now let's see about the second party. When the policy is in individual's name, as a owner, you get 15 lakhs personal accident cover in the car insurance itself by paying 300 to 400 premium. Similarly, you can give cover to your driver as well for 1 to 2 lakhs just by paying 50 rupees to 100 rupees. You can also insure the seats in the car, which is called unnamed passengers at very nominal premium. So this is about the second party. Now, first party, which is the main area of interest for us and the larger territory to cover. And this is where you deploy your soldiers. Now, when you buy a car, you have to take an insurance, you know that. And the car value in insurance is called Insured Declared Value, IDV. It comes from the ex-showroom. Usually, 95% to 100% of the ex-showroom is taken as an IDV. Now, let's say the IDV is 1 crore rupees. Now, the regulator says you can take a small percentage of that to calculate the premium. And that percentage has again been fixed by the regulator based on your car's CC, age and region of the RTO. Let's say that percentage is 3 for simplicity of our calculation. So 3% on 1 crore is 3 lakhs and this is where it gets interesting. Have you ever wondered why there are so many premiums just for a single car? That's because there are so many factors that influence the car insurance premium. And one of the major factors is the company given discount. Each insurer gives discount and that discount varies significantly. That's why we see huge variation in the premium for a single car. Now, let's say the discount is 80%. Apply this 80% on 3 lakhs, what we get is 60,000. And you have another good news. If you have not claimed, you get additional discount in the form of no claim bonus. What is no claim bonus? What are the different slabs available? How it works? We will see that after a few minutes. Now for the calculation sake, let's say the no claim bonus or NCB is 25%. Apply 25% on 60,000, what you get is 45,000. Add this 45,000 to third party premium and the second party, apply GST, what you get is the basic policy. This is where you deploy your first soldier and we call it as a basic policy because this soldier is of partial use to you. In the sense, if any of the body parts gets damaged, this basic policy helps you to cover 50% of the repair cost, which means insurer will pay 50%, balance you have to pay. So this is the limitation of basic policy. As a owner, you don't want to pay from your pocket in spite of having insurance, and you would be happy if the insurance company covers 100% of the repair cost. So insurer says that, okay, I'll supply you additional resources, soldiers, but you have to hire them. Now let's see what are the different soldiers available for you in the car insurance. There are 10 to 12 soldiers available and each one comes with the cost. Out of these 10 to 12, only 5 are the most useful add-on covers or additional covers, simply called add-on covers. The first and the most important add-on cover in the car insurance is called nil depreciation or zero depreciation. The purpose of this add-on cover is to cover the entire repair cost of the body parts from front bumper to back bumper. If any part gets damaged, this nil depreciation helps you to cover the 100% of repair cost without accounting for depreciation. That's why it is called zero depreciation or nil depreciation. The probability of your body parts getting damaged, the car's body parts getting damaged is far more than say internal damage. The practical application of this cover is far more than any other cover. That is why we say it is the most important cover, because it covers the body damages fully. Next in the line is, again, this soldier comes with a very specific objective. His task is to protect your bank account if at all hydrostatic lock happens to your car. Say water got into engine in a flood and the engine has to be either repaired or replaced. Both are costly affairs. So this particular cover called engine protection comes to your rescue and it takes care of those expenses. Third in the line is, again, this soldier comes with a different objective. He can help you if your tire gets damaged due to bad road, tire got cut or torn. This soldier called a tire protection helps you to cover the expenses of tire replacement or repair. But again, he has his own limitation. Let's see what that is. Tires claim is settled based on tire thickness. For your information, a brand new tire thickness would be of 9 mm. So if the thickness at the time of claim is 9 to 7 mm, you'll get 100%. 7 to 5 mm, 75%. 5 to 3 mm, 50%. Below 3 mm, even this soldier cannot help you because it's a completely worn out tire. Insurance will not pay for that. This is about tire protection. Another cover is called rim and alloy cover. As the name says, it helps to your rescue if rim or alloy gets damaged. He covers those expenses. Another important cover is called Consumables. This soldier works very closely with the nil depreciation soldier because he takes care of the expenses of tiny components like nut, bolt, washer, engine oil, AC gas, depending on the damage. So he takes care of those expenses. That's why he's called Consumables. Then last in the line, yet most powerful but rarely used soldier is called Return to Invoice, or simply RTI. This cover helps you to get back the original invoice price in case of total loss. Say vehicle got stolen, it's a major incident. It's like the condition is like instead of repairing it, we can buy a new car. So that scenario. Technically, when the repair cost exceeds 75% of the IDV, it is declared as a total loss. So when total loss happens, return to invoice cover helps you to get back the original invoice price, whatever you have paid at the time of purchase. If you don't have return to invoice cover and a total loss happens, you will get back the IDV value. So older the car, if you have return to invoice cover and total loss happens, maximum is the realization. As car is a depreciating asset, there will be big difference between the car's current value and the original purchase value. So to that extent will be the realization in case of total loss if you have return to invoice cover with you. This is the purpose of return to invoice, and these are the major add-ons available in the car insurance: nil depreciation, engine protection, tire protection, rim protection, consumables, and return to invoice. There are few minor covers like key protection, roadside assistance, emergency transport, NCB protection. Those are rarely used, so I'm skipping in this discussion. This is about the add-on covers, and each add-on cover comes with a cost. And now add all the add-on covers premium, apply GST, add this value to the basic policy premium. What you get is the final premium. And this is how the car insurance premium is calculated. And these are the components that are involved in the car insurance. I hope that is clear. If you have any queries regarding this, you can message me in the comments. I'll revert to you. Now, while discussing about the NCB, I said that there are different slabs. Now let's see how the NCB works. NCB is a beautiful concept in car insurance, and it can make or break your bank account. Similarly, it can make or break your claim as well. Let's see how it works. NCB is nothing but no claim bonus. It is an incentive given by the regulator to you for every claim-free year. It's a discount. And the slabs are like 20%, 25%, 35%, 45%, and 50%. The slabs have been defined and fixed by the regulator, so no change in that. It won't change insurer to insurer. It should remain same. And when you have more no claim bonus, insurers love to give you more discount. That is the significance of having no claim bonus. And vice versa is true. Once you claim, insurer restrict the discount, and that's why the premium goes up. This is the implication of having no claim bonus or not having it. And another purpose of no claim bonus is that you can transfer it to a new car. Suppose you have accumulated 50% no claim bonus in an old car, and now you are selling that and buying a new car. You can transfer this no claim bonus to a new car, and you'll get huge discount from the insurer. And this old no claim bonus is valid for 2 years period. So within that period, you can transfer it anytime to a new car. That is the another benefit of no claim bonus. Now, declaring correct no claim bonus is very important, because since the slabs have been defined by the regulator, any manipulation or correction in that is equivalent to committing a fraud. And the insurer comes to know that you have declared wrong no claim bonus. In the worst case scenario, your claim will get rejected. So it is very important to declare the correct no claim bonus. As a owner, it is advisable to double check with your advisor whether he has considered the correct no claim bonus or not to safeguard your interest. This is the theory part. We saw what are the three parties in the car insurance and the limitation of basic policy and different add-on covers available for different purposes and the importance of no claim bonus. This is about the theory part. Now let's move on to one of the most interesting and important thing about car insurance: claim. Your policy comes alive during the claim. Your soldiers come to your rescue only when something happens. Let's see how the claim works. Before that, luxury car owners lose lakhs on insurance due to lack of understanding about how the claim works. And so even if you don't know anything about the claim, let me break this down for you, and after I explain, tell me whether it is simple or difficult. The claim is a process and it has few little steps in it. For example, something happens to your car, you have to intimate that to the insurer, which is called claim registration. Once the claim is registered, surveyor is allotted. Meanwhile, when you leave the car at the garage, the repairer generates a repair estimate. So that when surveyor goes and does the pre-inspection, he sees the repair estimate, and if the repair cost and the damage match, then he does the second level of verification, which is whether the policy is active, whether you have got that particular add-on coverage to cover this particular instance in the insurance, then whether you have declared the correct no claim bonus. If everything is okay, then he gives work approval. Post that, the repairer starts the work. Once it is completed, again surveyor goes and does re-inspection to check if everything is in order. Once he is satisfied, he asks for bill, and once he gets the bill from the repairer, he proceeds with the settlement. In a day or two, you can get the car back from the garage. Is it difficult? No, right? So as I said, it is a simple process. But if you have to do it yourself, then it becomes tedious, because you don't know how to register claim, because registering claim itself is a tedious process, and you don't know who is the surveyor, how to get his contact, how to follow up with him, when he will see the vehicle, when he will give the approval, whether he will give approval or not. So there are so many things, and practically when something happens, it is a very anxious, stressful moment for us. So we don't have time, or we don't want to get into these things and look after each and every step ourselves. That is why we have an advisor. Now let's see how the claim works in the real world. Claim is nothing but two different worlds coming together to make your world safe and peaceful. Dealer is one world, insurer is another world. Dealer's world is selling and repairing car, whereas insurer's world is selling insurance, settling claims, complaining with the regulators, and resolving the complaints. And these two worlds are not accountable to each other. So when they are not accountable to each other, there is a possibility of your work getting delayed, because each one has hundreds of work on their plate. Dealer has hundreds of cars at the garage to be repaired, whereas the claim team has hundreds of claims to be disposed. Now, claim is a mini project where different team members come on board, and your insurance advisor acts as a project manager or coordinator. He ensures that each member does their part in the minimal possible time, and each member's work is dependent on the other member. For example, the repairer has to give the estimate for the surveyor to approve the file. Only after the approval, repairer can start the work. Only after the repairer completes the work, the surveyor can do the re-inspection. Only after he gives his consent, the repairer can generate the final bill. Only after the final bill is submitted, the surveyor can proceed with the claim settlement. So one person's work is dependent on the other, and your advisor steps in and ensures there is no delay on anybody's part, and there is no any miscommunication, misunderstanding, or friction. So this is the role of an advisor. So when you have an advisor on your side, you will not have to worry about the claims. He will take care of everything. Now, this is about the claim process. And do you feel, is it worth paying lakhs more to the dealer just to take care of this process? Not, right? There's just simple coordination with the surveyor and service team. And if at all anything happens in between, the service provider has to step in and resolve the issues. That's it. This is where Insuron has been helping luxury car owners to get peace of mind. We have handled hundreds of claims, all the luxury cars, BMW, Mercedes, Jaguar, Volvo, Porsche, Lamborghini. We have handled all the claims. We know how it works, and we have always prioritized client's interest and ensure they get peace of mind. This is about the claim. Now let's see where the claim can get rejected, or where it can get delayed, or where it will land into a trouble. Let's see how the claim gets rejected. If it is a manufacturing defect, it is not covered in insurance. If it is wear and tear, it is not covered in insurance. If you declare wrong no claim bonus, in the worst case scenario, the claim will get rejected. Say you have a tire protection and tire got damaged, but the thickness is below 3 mm. It is not admissible in claim. And say hydrostatic lock has happened, but you don't have engine protection cover. We cannot claim that in the insurance. So these are the reasons where the claim can get rejected and where the claim can delayed. If you submit incomplete documents and say you have declared wrong no claim bonus and insurance is still ready to consider your proposal, there it will get delayed because it has to go to multiple levels of approval to cover this particular incident in the claim. So it may get delayed there. Similarly, if the narration and the damage incident both match, then again it will delay the claim. The narration, what you tell in the claim form and what has happened or this incident should match, then only the claim will be accepted. These are the reasons where the claim can get rejected or delayed. Now let's move on to, if you have any queries regarding the claim, the steps that we have discussed and how the cashless claim works, you can message in the comments. We will get back to you. Now let's move on to another interesting topic or aspect of insurance. How your car insurance premium or pricing is done. To understand it, if you know how the IPL auction works, then you can fairly understand how your car insurance pricing is done. In IPL, a player's value is decided by his performance. Say if he is a batsman, his runs he has scored and consistency, his strike rate and his vital contribution during critical moments to the team, and could be his attitude and fitness. This is about him. And the other factors that influence his prices, the fellow bidders, how the other bidders see value in the player. So that also influences his fees. Similarly, in the car insurance, your car is one of the players and your pricing is primarily based on your performance. Performance in the sense, have you claimed? If you have claimed, how many times you've claimed, your claim history. If you haven't claimed ever, what is your no claim bonus? What is the performance of other players? Here other players means other cars in the portfolio of that particular insurance company. Say you have BMW X7 and that particular insurance company has underwritten BMW X7 for 10 crores and say the claim settlement is 12 crores, which means 120% loss for the insurance company. So in that case, they may not give you full discount or the maximum discount, or they may give you maximum discount based on your individual performance, based on your claim record. Say you have also got another cars where if you can prove that you have not claimed for any of the cars, then based on the merit, you may be able to get the maximum discount from that particular company. But you have claimed and the portfolio also is already facing a huge loss, then your discount may be restricted, and that's why when you claim, your premium goes up. Conversely, you haven't claimed but the portfolio performance is bad, but based on your merit, they would be able to still give you better discount. So these are the various scenarios and factors that decides your premium. This is about pricing. That is why we see for the same car, there are too many premiums from different insurers. So what is a loss portfolio for one company can be a profitable portfolio for another company. So that another company can give a better discount. So that is why we see huge variations in the price for the same car. And now I hope you will be able to understand how the pricing works and why you get better price or higher premium. I hope that is clear. If you have any queries regarding the pricing, you can message me in the comments. Also, your pricing is based on location also. Suppose you are living in the coastal area like Chennai, Mumbai or Cochin, and those areas are prone to be flooded. So naturally, premium of cars in those areas will be high. So the city also plays a role, and your make, model, variant, your no claim bonus, these all play significant role in deciding premium for your car. This is about the car insurance. We saw how the theory part, and we saw the no claim bonus. We saw how the claim works, how an advisor can make your world better, and we saw how the pricing is done. We also saw why the claim is getting rejected or delayed or put on hold. This is about the car insurance. If you have any specific queries, we can answer to you. If you want quote for any of your luxury cars, please fill up the form given in the description. We'll get back to you with attractive offers. If you like this video, please subscribe it and share it with your family and friends. Thank you.